The Giant's Causeway, located on the rugged north coast of County Antrim in Northern Ireland, is one of the most remarkable natural landmarks in the world, a place where geology, history, and myth intertwine. It is best known for its roughly 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, most of them hexagonal in shape, which form a natural pavement leading from the cliffs into the sea. These columns were formed about 50 to 60 million years ago during the Paleogene period, when intense volcanic activity caused molten lava to flow through chalk beds. As the lava cooled rapidly upon contact with air and seawater, it contracted and fractured, splitting into the distinctive polygonal columns we see today. This geological process, known as columnar jointing, can also be observed in other places around the world, such as Fingal's Cave on the Isle of Staffa in Scotland and Devil's Postpile in California. But the Giant's Causeway is the most extensive and famous example. Long before science explained its origin, people turned to myth to understand its otherworldly appearance. According to Irish legend, the causeway was built by the giant Finn McCool. He built it as a bridge to Scotland so he could challenge his Scottish rival Benandonner. In some versions of the tale, Finn defeats Benandonner in combat, while in others, Finn retreats and, with the clever help of his wife Una, disguises himself as a baby. When Benandonner sees the size of the child, he imagines how enormous the father must be, panics and flees back to Scotland, tearing up the causeway behind him. This story is further reinforced by the existence of similar basalt formations across the sea at Fingal's Cave in Scotland, giving the impression that the two places were once connected. The landscape itself has also inspired names rooted in folklore as well, with formations such as the wishing chair, the giant's boot, and the camel feeding into the mythical narrative. The causeway has been attracting visitors for centuries. The first written accounts date back to the late 1600s, when it was described by travelers and scholars. Early debate over its formation reflected the wider scientific controversies of the time. Some believed it had been crafted by human hands, others argued it was the result of crystallization from water, while yet others suggested volcanic activity. By the late 18th and early 19th centuries, naturalists had reached consensus that it was volcanic in origin, and the Giant's Causeway played an important role in shaping modern geological science. Its fame spread widely during the Victorian era, when rail and steamer connections brought increasing numbers of tourists. By the 19th century, hotels, guides, and souvenir sellers had turned it into one of Ireland's most iconic attractions. Today, the Giant's Causeway is both a cultural symbol and a protected heritage site. In 1986, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its outstanding geological significance. The National Trust has owned and managed the site since 1961, ensuring its preservation while welcoming hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. A modern visitor center, opened in 2012, provides exhibitions on both the scientific and mythological stories of the site. Despite its popularity, the causeway retains a wild beauty. Waves crash against the black stones, seabirds circle overhead, and the wind sweeps in from the Atlantic, reminding visitors of the powerful natural forces that created it. Thanks for watching Z History.